Bama Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I might do a video about it later, but as y'all better know, on Saturday, fight with Savannah Marshall's jumping back in the ring. That's the girl that I think has the capability of definitely giving Clarissa Shields all she wants. She fighting tonight. I forget the girl. I think the lady's name is Limka. A lady that I think is once beaten. I might do a video about it, so we don't need to get into it. But let me tell you, right? If you ain't seen Savannah Marshall, right, go watch her fight. Right? Savannah Marshall, baby. But that ain't who we talking about. We're going to go to the Negro League fighters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who. Come on now. One of the baddest ones out here right now. Terence Bud Crawford, still undefeated. 3-division champion. Trying to be undisputed in 2 of them. Right? He was undisputed at 140 pounds. Should have been undisputed. He was unified at 135. And he should have got undisputed before he left. But, ain't nobody wasn't trying to fight him. But okay, he's a 1-division undisputed, trying to do it at welterweight as we speak. He's sitting back right now, right, chilling, because he beat Sean Porter, stopped Sean Porter, the first one to do that. Sean Porter basically is a middleweight walking around here, right? Big on fight night, he's a middleweight. Very, very robust guy, resilient, robust, coming to make the fight, makes everybody fight look ugly in his close fight. And he had a close fight with Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford did stop him. Not dramatically, because the father stopped the fight before that did occur, and the father did the right thing, I think. But, Bud's the first one to stop him. So Terence Crawford is all that. He's number 1 pound for pound on anybody's list that got any sense, right? Because, like we're saying, there is nobody in or around Terence Crawford division who thinks they can really beat him, right? Except for the young up-and-coming. Not a champion, right? Well, the only one I think thinks that they can get with him really is probably a Jerron Boots Ennis. But he's an up-and-comer still, right? Not a prospect anymore. Everybody know damn what the hell is Jerron Boots Ennis. But Jerron Boots Ennis is the kind of fighter where I'm about to try to be pound for pound number 1 in the world myself. This is, that kind of talent, that Shakur Stevenson type of talent. What? Speaking of Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson done let the cat out of the bag, y'all. He done came out and said, shoot, I've been watching Bud spar, and I ain't going to throw nobody's name under the bus or nothing like that. But I've seen him hurt and knocked down heavyweights, okay? Heavyweights. And a couple of people at 178 pounds, too, right? And, this is Crawford, little skinny dude, you remember? Skinny dude, that Deontay Wilder kind of skinny, but that's got power popping off. But he's got power and a whole hell of a lot of skill. Right? We don't even got to talk about skill. I don't know. Is there anybody in boxing right now more skillful than Terence Crawford? Switch hitter like this? A real switch hitter? Don't come with Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury is so damn big, he ain't got to really do much. But Tyson Fury got some skills too. I ain't going to try to hate. Right? But anyway, Bud, that's what he's doing. He's knocking out heavyweights. And I was reading an article and it just didn't mention his name. It's like, hey, so welterweight is knocking out heavyweights. Well, just say the damn name. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford, the baddest one out, the number 1 pound for pound, is knocking out people in sparring. Now, he ain't got a fight coming up, but it's good that his name is in the news, right? So he can, let people know. Now, this is this kind of stuff we're talking about when it's him. It's like this Henry Armstrong type stuff, like lightweight. Let's make sure he's a lightweight, 135 pounds, knocking out heavyweights, which makes me believe, right, that, even if he goes up, if he gets undisputed at 147 pounds, he is trying right now to fight the winner of Jamel Charlo and Brian Castaño, right? They fight for undisputed at 154 pounds. Terence Crawford wants the winner if he were to get past the Errol Spence Ugas winner, right, for undisputed at 147. And that just, really, it's ridiculous kind of stuff. I got something for you guys. What do you think about Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 160 pounds? Who you got? Somebody answer me that. I don't say, hey, answer me in the comment section and do all whatever and like and subscribe, whatever, all that, right? But on this one, I just want to know, who you got? Canelo Alvarez at 160 pounds versus Terence Crawford. Like right now, like the next fight. We ain't talking about down the line and none of that. Like now, who you got? I want to just see what that is. Because I got a feeling that some people would think even Crawford has a chance against Canelo Alvarez, who goes to the body real well, right? Now, I ain't talking about, hey, Terence Crawford, he has to come and he has to just stand in the pocket and we don't want him to do none of his skills. Just step there and let Canelo hit him. No, I'm talking about Terence Crawford with all his skills and you let him use them. Right? I don't know. That's a pretty good fight. That's something we should be looking into. That's probably something we should be pushing. Now, I don't see too many people beating Terence Crawford. Right? It's boxing. You know, he's been in some close fights. Sean Porter was close. My boy, who I wanted to beat him. I was going for Yorkis Gamboa. I was hoping Gamboa because I'm a Gamboa fan. You know, I didn't like the way his career went because he just couldn't keep fighting. He was fighting at a heavier weight when he fought Terence Crawford, and so I was going for him. Right? Now I'm going for him against Gervonta Davis. I hope he is going to have a fight. If he wins his next fight, he wants a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis, which I think that everybody keep forgetting how close that fight was, and he was running around looking like David Hay looked against Tony Bellew in that first fight. Right? Just I don't got one leg around here, and everybody didn't ask for it. Come on now, Gervonta Davis versus Gamboa. If Gamboa looks good in this fight, because he's getting up there, let's see what happens there. But I don't really see anybody, really beating Terence Crawford. Like, even if he goes up in weight, like we get up 160, okay, but 154, he's gonna be smaller. He can get hit, but I see him doing well against those people. The only fighter that I say beats Terence Crawford is Demetrius Andrade. Only fighter I said that was gonna be Floyd Mayweather is Demetrius Andrade. That's how good I think Demetrius Andrade is. He's number 2 on my pound for pound list. He's right behind Terence Crawford, right? He would have to, win some titles in the other division. But listen, when I do my pound for pound list, I factor in the quality of opponents that are, documented won't fight him. I can't say, hey, Demetrius, you never had a high profile fight. I've been chasing them forever. The high profile guys don't want no part of me. And the media is helping the high profile fighters not fight me. That factors in. Same thing with Devin Haney. How can I just say he haven't had high profile fights when his mandatories won't fight him, when the best fighter we've seen forever and Lomachenko won't fight him, when the guy who beats Lomachenko won't fight him, and you know what I'm saying? And with Demetrius Andrade, Canelo won't fight, just won't, no matter what the circumstances. Not for undisputed, not for the most money he's ever going to get, not for his title. That he's not just begging, he has titles, right? And he could just say, no, I'm not fighting this guy. And hey, while I won't fight him, they're still calling me better than him. So why would I, right? So that's what's really going on. So those guys, the Andrades, the Haneys of the world, even Terence Crawford, going back to him, he could Pacquiao. I ain't fighting him. His promoter, I ain't letting Pacquiao fight no damn Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford coming from a division under him. So why wouldn't you factor that in? I'm going to call Pacquiao better than Terence Crawford when I know that everyone in the whole world is scared for Pacquiao to beat him? No. That guy is higher. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else should be thinking the same way, but you just don't. Get brainwashed, let people tell you what the hell going on. Hey, do your own research. Bottom line is, Terence Bud Crawford's knocking out heavyweights, and that's why he's the best fighter in the world, and it ain't close right now. Doing Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.